Welcome, RPG Limit Break fans, to the Final Fantasy Randomizer Lefeinian Ladder Championship Challenge match between wewbear and Odraun. My name is Thavian Hawk. With me in the booth today is Maddie with our restreamer, our tracker, Fellison. Maddie, what are we looking at with these parties and blursings?
Lupa? Alright, so they are locked into a Thief and a White Mage, so we'll start with them first. That Thief's got 40 extra HP to start, which is pretty good. It's going to help them through the absolute nonsense of these shuffled floors and cities. As well as Hurt Dragon, but downside, no Masamune. So that Thief, it depends on what they're going to find, but I'm still in favor that that's probably going to be their main damage dealer. In terms of that White Mage, you got free life, which is a good just thing to have. They'll have 2 casts of it to start in the level 8 slot, and if they get high enough level, they will have more casts of it because they are a mage of that sort. They can also use Thief Swords, so that White Mage can also use the second katana they inevitably find, because this is Shard Hunt and they will be opening all of the stuff. That said, White Mage can't have Cure 3, which, who cares? It's the inferior Cure. Cure 4 is just better. In terms of our extra decisions for both of them, they have both gone with this fighter who has improved Thorhammer, which is actually not that bad. I got betrayed from it the one time I relied on it, but it's still really good to have all the extra attack on that. And then 10% more hit at the cost of 20% less, or not 20%, but 20 less strength. So sadly, they're going to be wiffle batting a bit in the early game, but once they get enough levels, that should do it if they get to that point. And that Black Mage, plus 10 strength, the one thing they definitely need, plus 1 MP to all levels, excellent. Minus 4 max MP for all levels. So they have 5 spells, but they'll at least start with 1 early, which is good until it's not. But I find, and most of us find, that the lack of MP per level doesn't tend to matter that much. You generally have enough casts to get by pretty much anything.
Yeah, at this point, that early game bonus versus the late game handicap, they'll probably have something going by then. But quick note, the Thief sadly does not mean katana. Sadly,
Oh,
legendary sword would allow for katana, but thief sword just means you can swing the limited selection of swords the thief can normally handle, which could be some pretty good swords if we get like a rolled up dragon or something like that.
I was gonna say, I just finished a seed with the Dragon 5 somehow, so you know what? I still believe in that White Samurai. The dream's alive.
Now the big thing with the promotion limit, we have 4 loose items to go along with the shard hunt, so that tail for promotion. That could be anywhere in one of those many boxes, and oh wait, it's entrance and floor shuffle with Deep Towns, so they don't know where Bahamut is.
They don't know where anything is, but they're on their way right about now. Question mark now.
The streams sync when the streams start.
Ah, but come on, the timer says 10 minutes and we know they're on delay. There we go. I was
Our
close.
only known entrance is Canaria itself. Beyond that, it will be going to wherever the heck the randomizer says it will. We do have the free bridge, so they get access to Montoya's Cave and to Melmond, or Provoke, I should say, but oh, and extended open progression, so they do have a walking path all the way around the other side to Elfland.
Ooh, and it looks like Corneria Castle is on rack? Oh, no, wait, that's Crescent Lake. Hold on, I'm getting better at geography, I swear.
Yeah, the old men will come in handy. Hey, Temper,
Temper
and
1.
Lock 2.
Oh, I love those spells.
A
Oh,
bunch of strange old men walking around.
Confused Old Men is a peak setting. I will fight for it.
Good weapons. Silver Sword +4, Saber +2, totally usable. There is a slab out of the Walking Old Men.
Oh,
And
yeah.
houses are about 3 grand, which is nothing really good to see.
You know what, if I saw a house for 3 grand, though, I would be jumping for joy and grabbing it as soon as possible in this economy.
Ooh, they got a free Thor hammer as an entry caster item, so that is a immediate equip on the fighter. Thor hammer +1 with the plus 20% hit. Yeah, you've got the negative 20 strength initial, but a few levels can help balance that out with that Thor hammer buff. White Magic, meanwhile, at level 1 had heal 3, A-Rub, Ruse, and heal 2. Not bad to see.
I like heal 3. I was gonna say, starting with the Thor hammer, when you rolled up Thor hammer on the thing, even though it's not one of the super blessings, is like the kind of luck that says, go to Vegas, you'll have a great time. And very first one, Odraun gives them the slab. Getting out of there, don't need it. They're confused. Get rid of them.
Well, Oderon goes for the first can, whereas wewbear went for the last can. They just worked their way down the line. Meanwhile, we did get a quick look at Cure 3 Invis, Alit Fear, Sleep, Quake, Blind, and Lit 3 for level 6 magic at Crescent.
So did wewbear just give that Thor hammer to the black mage?
It
What?
would be interesting, but... Ooh, we have Canaria Castle in Topher, so that's access to the king, and then once they free the princess, something to get.
Ooh, Chime. And if I recall, Chime Lock is shuffled and can be towns, so that's gonna mean at least they're not gonna bounce off anything today.
Oh, but that's funny.
It is funny. Almost as funny as the Thor hammer on that black mage instead of the fighter who has the improved. I
Well,
have several concerns.
especially since the fighter could use it as a caster item regardless. It's not like the light axe on the white mage to get harm all functionality, but hey, Dwarf Cave is Marsh Bottom. This is some good chests early and a potential incentive location, although I did not double check what the incentive locations are.
I mean, I can check while we're waiting, as you're talking about that. In terms of it, none of them are incentivized. It's only the NPCs.
Okay, well that's the fun of Loose. And hey, that is an amazing tile if you want to try and grind something. That is a Gasty.
Oh
Obviously,
my god, it
we're
looks
not
beautiful
running
in
with
pink.
a big grind tile kind of party.
Well, I would take one or two of it depending on what you had. Like, if you run into it, I would take it. But, you know, I'm not going to sit here and grind in Marth off of desert with no equipment. That would just be a terrible time.
No
Especially with
equipment
no
at
save on
level
game
1.
over.
Hey, you
No
got a
save on
whiz
game
stick.
over. Hey, that's the one that casts Confuse, right?
Yes, it is.
Ah, and the good one is the Mage Stick, because mages are superior to wizards. Odraun bumping into a bat repeatedly. And they have the extended open, so headed down to... Yeah, headed down...
Northwest Castle, Marsh Cave, Elfland, and Elf Castle. Wewbear finding a wolf Gerwolf pack and losing the white mage. He uses that thorax, but it only takes down one wolf, or Thorhammer.
This is why it should have been on the fighter. And Lefeinian at Northwest Castle.
We do have the superstore, so almost all the magic is immediately available to our parties. Exit at level 2. That is a huge find for mobility. Lit 2, or Harm 4 and Life 2. Wow.
Yeah, good boy. He bought the Harm 4 in the first slot, so it's easier to menu 2. Oh, Invis 2 at 4 as well? Oh, I'd have grabbed that. Granted, he's limited on money. Probably looking at the black magic as well.
Fade at 5 is a pain to get to, but I mean, you have Harm 4 already. They did get a good amount of money out of those dives so far, so nothing to worry about. Quad X, Warp Fire 3, and Saber at level 4. That's pretty stacked. The Saber can be left aside, though. They don't have a black or a ninja just yet. But if the ninja does get promoted too, that Saber might just find its way on there in lieu of a bonk.
I was gonna say, downside, their power word threshold is only about 300, so it's only gonna be really powerful in the mid-game versus the late. And with the amount of random floors, I wonder... I would almost go back to that gas tile just to try to quad exit. Worst case scenario, they die and come back anyway, so they know where it is, it's static, and if it is quad exitable, that's a lot of early experience that could really make a difference here.
Indeedly do, but Odoron got the spells, has moved down. We have our first not immediate thing. Marsh Cave goes into Ice 1.
Icy.
Now this is not the Ice Loop, and well, Ice 3, but hey, and greater than less than Floor and Mirage.
Hey,
so
my favorite.
Bloody, that's kind of risky.
Yep, that's a downed life caster. See, this is why we're Team Red Mage in this house.
Quick shout out to Sylvia S7 with the subscription to RPG Limit Break. Thank you for supporting the channel, and thank you again for RPG Limit Break for hosting our run.
Oh yeah, same for, it looks like we got 2 before we started with Sonny, who is a good friend, and he gets an involuntary... Oh! Well done. What are marked chests in this one? Are they incentive items? No. Oh, there's the crown. What's marked in this? I must know.
Is that a
There is only
Masa?
one. That's the Masa. And there's a rod in here.
Crown and Rod found. That helps with experience growth and access for when they find the Rod Lock.
So they went with items, not shards, for the experience boost.
Ah.
I need to find out. That's in scale, right? Yeah, it's 25
It
per
is shards, evidently.
So the items don't mean anything other than making sure that they can continue in a straight line.
Well, Cece's Gambit not feeding much. That Fire Shield was -2, but hey, it's protection.
You know, I'm normally not one for the random colors on enemies, but sometimes they are just fire. Ooh,
Gold
four?
Bracelet +4. That's immediately going on the White Mage once the White Mage is alive, but the Black Mage for now makes sense.
I mean, yeah, if you gotta pick.
Using that one charge of Warp with the 1+all, so the spells at Lefeinian are usable despite only being at level, like, 3.
Man, the sprites look so big because I use my customs that are so skinny. Just like, wow, that's a big thief. wewbear picking up that gold. There's a couple of cabins. Okay, what's your opinion on cabins, Fabian?
If they're cheap enough to afford, you just use them instead of tents. And if you run out of tents, they immediately shuffle into the tent location for quick save. And
There's
the
that
tail,
tail.
so
Life's good.
where's Bahamut?
I would almost walk this out. The floors aren't horribly long, and you've got like 4 incentive items right now. And it just keeps going.
We've had a Mirage Tower, we've had Sky, we've had Ice, now we have Volcano.
Yeah.
And yes,
There's
Odraun
Odraun
is
doing
running
that
it out.
walkout. Yeah, he doesn't have the exit cast up for the White Mage. Now, granted, we might see wewbear do the same, like actually use the exit cast as soon as he's a little bit deeper, but without the White Mage up, this is danger. Oh, it's very
Marsh
dangerous.
is Tia.
Apparently, it's Tiamat. Well, interesting. Oh, Odraun doesn't know. He's gonna go back in. Unless he gives up for now. That could also happen. You see him using his potions. This is the potions. I can't pronounce anything tonight.
Potions, pots.
They're potions. That's my new term. Copyright Maddie, 2024. Elf is Melmond, a very nice Melmond today, and wewbear does have the slab, so I'm gonna grab that translation immediately. Lupa Lupa.
Man,
Lupa?
quick walk right back to Lefeinian at Northwest Castle, so this does work out.
No need to check
also,
those shops.
we do have hint givers enabled, but nothing found. And Elfland Castle is Titan's West, so nothing to worry about at the moment.
Which means I think that means our good friend Lupa Lupa has to have probably canoe at this point. Maybe ship? No, it has to be canoe.
It could be ship, but it wouldn't get them anywhere. So
yeah,
you're right,
so it's got to be canoe
or key.
Key.
We couldn't see the key.
It's canoe and it's Astos.
Well, we've got the crown, but it's not the right turn in this location.
My favorite friend, Astoast. And there's a canoe. I'm getting good enough to call the logic out in this game. Help. Someone send help. They've trapped me here for months. I'm enjoying my time,
makes it to Lefeinian to get the canoe as wewbear is going north. They have not been to Matoya's Cave or to Provoca yet, so this makes sense to run up and just hit those before going through the entire inner river system.
Very true. They did stick to this side, and it has paid off for the most part. Odraun, though, going back to Marsh, like I said, now that the White Mage is up, there's going to be a pretty big time loss. We're going to probably see like a significant wipe from wewbear in order to make up a difference here, because this was a long walk to begin with, and just seeing Tia at the end. Now, granted, he might at least check Tia for info and let her kill him. I could see that happening.
It could be the YOLO, but we don't have a power bonk, we don't have fast, we don't have mass evasion, so the idea of any, like, luck success early, But wewbear, on to Matoya's Cave. What do we have here? It is the Q block, so no go for the moment.
Yep. You must require Q, defender of the polyverse. Yeah, Odraun making the walk. He's making the walk.
Our Hydras are delicious, but more our Hydras. And
okay,
hey,
there's the reset.
Provoca is Provoca, but hey, the vampire has eliminated the clinic and the item shop.
You know, what is it that every time I've had shuffled cities, Provoca is always still Provoca? Like, is it just that the randomizer has a difficult time picking somewhere else for it to be?
You know, I can't say, but I do remember a match a few weeks ago where Provoca was the deepest of deepest dungeons.
Oh yeah, alright. There's a ship. Ships are nice. Wait, that was vanilla. And a quick save. They don't need those spell shops. And at this point, it's not looking like they're going to care too much about gear. They're going to be looking for shop item, and that's about it.
Now,
Not
would you
playing too
consider
much
that
capitalism.
since Provoca was vampire thrashed, would you consider that French vanilla, or would you just consider like
That said,
vanilla?
Odraun
Air
checked.
quotes vanilla.
Odraun checked armor store in Melmond and found pro rings. That okay. You know, no, I'm back on Team Odraun again.
Crescent looks to be Earth 2 for wewbear. That's a few more checks for chess.
Gonna say I gotta remember to take the bottom route. It's slightly faster, not by much, but the top route was so juicy when I was doing winter tournament. It just felt so natural. Odraun getting the good old canoe from our Lefeinian friend. Lupa?
One shard for wewbear out of those bottom 3 chests. Gets past the creepy pack of creeps. As Odraun fights, gets the Quad X kill, just like wewbear did on the Astos.
Heal stick. So what's your opinion on the heal stick? I like heal as a spell. I don't like heal 1. It's just really bad.
The heal stick or heal helm are the kind of thing that you use when you've got nothing else to... Hey, Elf Prince has been located. We don't have the key or the herb, but hey, that's something to come back for.
Hey.
You use the heal helm if you're like low on pots or you don't have anything else to do with a caster in a fight and you think you can get the win, but you just want to be safe.
All right. Okay, then I'll ask the follow-up question for our ducks at home, as I continue to be a duck maybe for the next 12 hours. We're not sure. So for the ducks at home, if you've got a heal helm or stick in say chaos fight and you're reduced to drink strat, should you use a drink or should you use the heal helm?
The pot is better if you only need to heal one character because a heal pot in battle actually heals for more than it would out of battle. Fire Sword +4 and a ribbon coming out of Sky 1 at Volcano. Shocked wewbear hasn't immediately equipped those around.
I think, well, he's obviously doing the other checks here at least. And there's a pro cape, which means he's now saved some inventory time. He also may have been paying attention to the encounter table to know maybe he's got none right now.
True, we've got a fastish early encounter, but the second encounter seems to be completely run happy.
And wewbear is our champ. There, I have zero doubt that he would know to be taking advantage of something like that. I was gonna say, that white mage kitted up. Excellent.
The white mage currently has all the bandages wrapped around with the padding underneath it. Just like, you gotta keep this safe.
No. See, it's the bubble wrap. It's going around as a big old bubble. Alright, there's a house. A little bit of experience. There's a nice shard. Yeah, opal
There's some
shield.
interesting links between Sky Floors and Mirage Floors. We had Mirage greater than less than went into Sky 3, and now we got Sky 1 that leads into to Mirage 1. Sky 2, we got to find that at some point, but
Because I have clearly been playing too much Warhammer because I saw those chimeras and I'm like, when did they convert to Slanesh?
Odraun out of the Crescent Dive on his way to Volcano, gonna find these juicy chests that have been found so far, and it is a dead end Canaria chest, so that's good items, but not a progression.
Yeah, we have Odraun still a few floors behind, and there's wewbear taking advantage of that encounter table. Much better than I know how to do that. And we're gonna see what Ice has in store as Odraun gets that beautiful ribbon. Lovely this time of year. What color do you think it is?
That iron armor rolled up's pretty nice. I think it'd be better than the silver. Yeah. And Gaia has been located. That
In
Ice Cave. That's another city found. Still haven't found a shop item, though. If it's gonna exist, we will find it at some point.
Looks like you turned it on a Game Boy Pocket.
Hey, don't besmirch the greatest Game Boy version before the Game Boy Light, which only existed in Japan, sadly.
I was gonna say the Game Boy Color, but then realized, oh wait, no, that would technically be a new system. It did have its own games.
And a faster processor that ran and a lower voltage for the game cartridges as well.
Oh, spicy.
Actually, no, that was the advanced. The advanced switched to lower game cartridges, or voltages. But either way, good console.
Because it was Ship and Canoe. I don't think I noticed Canal yet. Which
No,
means...
we have not seen it.
Yeah, I wonder what that could be. Where do they have?
Do we
left
have
to
River
check?
to Melman enabled? That would be hilarious.
That would be very funny.
Or Bridge to Lefeinian?
Let's find out. No. We're either with a stall or some thought.
Is thief pick locking enabled? Or lockpicking enabled?
I was gonna say, I don't think Logic considers the lockpicking, does it?
Might have a store item that was missed?
Maybe? I know they didn't check Gaia store, I don't think. No, I think they did.
We are getting told by one of our developers of this beautiful randomizer that no, lockpicking is not accounted for in the logic.
That's what I figured. So, like, they can't be nothing because lockpicking can't be. I had a seed last night, and I don't know when I picked up the key or if lockpicking was on, but very suddenly it was the only thing I could do. And I'm like, when did I get a key? Isn't key supposed to be in the inventory? Or is it one of those, like, Canoe that never shows up?
wewbear going back into Marsh Cave to double check all the boxes, including the link box, just to make sure that nothing was missed.
Well, there's Odraun picking up some time then. As Odraun's picking up some little bit of shopping supplies. Ooh, nuke at 8. If only. If only.
Well, they have one level 8 magic charge, so...
It's true.
But this is one thing to note. This is the Gaia spell shop, so those are the 3 level 8 white and black magics that were not seen at Lefeinian.
Yeah, see, we don't have an alt chaos on, do we? We do not. Aw, it'll be so fun. I say I've been running hell seeds for 3 days. I don't know what's wrong with me. I've been hanging around here too much. I'm just like, yeah, let's do the fun thing. Yeah, no key. Bouncing off. You can't have anything.
No, I don't think any of the fiends. Maybe the hint giver in Lefeinian might have something, but we haven't talked to him yet. wewbear double checking. Yep, I've talked to Lefeinian that had the item at least.
Odraun going to Provoca, Vanilla Provoca. It can't have an item shop because it's attacked, right?
True, but Melman does have an item shop, and they didn't necessarily check it, and there's the herb for sale.
And that means going back to Crescent Lake where Elf Castle was.
Yep, well, you've got a reasonably quick river run from here, so that'll work. Ship
All
for
right.
Odraun, finally getting to fight Vicky. Hopefully Odraun doesn't get completely lost. Realizing there's no item shop, he might think to go back and check other item shops.
Yeah, but will he... No, he's going for Matoya's Cave, which he hasn't checked yet? Because, yeah,
No.
he came the other way around. He went from Elfland to Volcano.
Yeah, he did not loop around the left side again to come up and see, and looks like he's gonna
Sir,
check
you
with
do
the
not have a
item
cube.
checked.
You
Find some
do not have-
catmen and just no.
Is there a hint for Cube from that guy?
Well, back to Ice Cave, because that is the bottle from the prince, so...
Hey, fetch quests, my favorite.
Normally I would say get all the item quest chains out of the way ASAP, because the experience would be gated, but nope.
That's
And
shards today.
Odraun noticing, hey, I don't have a canal, what's going on?
Oh, come on. You've got to remember where Melmond was. Come on, Odraun, I believe in you. Don't stay here in gold with me. Go to Opal, it'll be fun. And then
Yeah,
when I lose to
wewbear
Darkwing, I'll
deciding-
challenge him next.
Yeah. wewbear deciding he's going to go up the river system to get to Gaia and get the bottle turn in.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be necessary, so...
Finds some fish. Doesn't
You
get
know,
away from the fish just yet, and the
in the
fish
most
slap
fun
hard
world,
in
it's
the
gonna be
face.
Floater. How much do I hear for air in 20? Can I hear an air in 20, chat?
Well, the last race we saw wewbear in, they had the free airship, and they finished in under an hour with this kind of flag, so we could see some very fast progression once this gets in the air, but I'm hoping this is going to be key and they're going to have to find the cow. Nope, you were
Hey!
right.
Maddie wins! Flawless victory!
The fairy having magical material that allows an item that's the size of a boat to fly.
Okay, Tinkerbell, calm down. Gonna say, where are you off to, Odraun? Did you not... Was he not here yet? He had to have been here yet.
He picked up the herb, so he's going back. He did
Right.
where Melman was, did get the item shop, and will be getting
I completely forgot that Elf Castle was after a dungeon level. I was like, where is he? Why is he in Earth? There we go.
This is helping him catch up a little, because he didn't do as much searching, but he did take longer to get here, so...
Yeah.
wewbear definitely getting the advantage, going to be in the air just as we take over to 22:30 or 23.
Yeah. Alright, and then an immediate trip, I imagine. See, I would go south to Gaia, but that's just me. It looks like he's going for, yeah, Sarda and that. Granted, I don't do a lot of entrance and floor shuffle, so.
Sarda is the Ordeals.
And that's C. That looked like C. The one
Right
to
side
go...
one, TFC.
Yeah, I was gonna say. And no key, so we will not be checking TFC today. And we will hopefully never be. You know what? I say that it was the chaos location in my last siege. He had to go into TFC to the final fight. Oh, that was a time. Speaking of, if y'all want to take part in some of the amazingness that we have going on, check out the Final Fantasy Randomizer server and take part in some of the many tournaments. You don't have to be good. I'm not good. And I've just joined pretty much everything, and it's been a great time. There we go. Look, Fabian, right on that with the link. Go follow it, check it out. Say hi to me, check out my amazing anime challenges for everyone in the Lefeinian League. It's a fun time. We have fun.
You don't even have to join any events. We just have random pickup matches. You can just go into the organized race, flag everyone saying, hey, you want to race? Create the flag, create the room, and go. And there's a lot of fun you can get into. Dragon armor found. That's pretty sweet for the promotion for that black mage, or for the knight once they get there.
Yeah, because I think they have to fight the Bahamut though. They do have that flag on.
Always fun to fight the dragon king when you already have to fight the dragon queen, unless they're running old fiends. But I don't know if they're running old fiends.
And
a heal helm found.
I lost a race the other day to not knowing that you can apparently fight the people who are beside Bahamut.
Bahamut's guards when he has the Bahamut's horde enabled.
Yeah. It's just like, oh hey, they're right there. Just let me in. I didn't even think to try to talk to them. Just like, well, he's blocking the way. I guess I'll come back with tail. The wizards.
And that is the Rodlock floor. We are still in Titan's West dive for wewbear.
And we'll see if Odraun goes my path of just going directly down to Gaia, because it's so close. No, also going this way. Is this just like the peak way? Oh wait, no, he's going... Where is he going? Okay, no, he just knows the world better than I do by leaps and bounds.
Yeah, just went a little further north and skipped Sarda immediately. Gonna go right into the dive that wewbear's in. I mean, Sarda's cave didn't have anything of note at the moment, so this helps him catch up. wewbear not going to Earth TFC, just it's one chest. It's definitely not guaranteed to have anything. That Sunsword -1's not horrible to see.
I believe in Earth TFC. I believe in all TFCs, though. I'm just like, give me the stuff. Loot Goblin, activate. I was gonna say, that's a yellow speed bump. He's got hazard stripes. He knows what his job is. Unfortunately,
like a Womble in England, he's easily ignored.
Aww. A A what in England?
For those who are Top Gear fans, you'll know what I'm talking about. And there's
Ooh,
the
a
canal.
after a
little late,
floater.
but
So
hey.
useful. Now see
Well,
that
technically,
Go on.
technically that is still the Melmond is still on the primary continent, so sure it's there.
See, I was gonna say, see, no, that's just the opportunity for that canal to get back in the ship and try to Ordeals because it's better than parking. You ever try to find parking in Ordeals? It's horrible.
Yeah, you have to park all the way across town. There's no metro, so you have to walk. It's like going to a Cub or a Bears game.
I was gonna
Just
say we
park
should
everywhere that isn't next to the stadium.
see. I know that Oslotto is listening, so we need one of the fake Final Fantasy ads, which is like a donation incentive to get a metro added to Ordeals. With your help, people in Ordeals will not have to walk so far.
No, we just need to somehow mix this in with a mixed randomizer with Pokemon Crystal, so we can use the bullet train to go between.
If we can get the animation to actually work on an NES, that would be hilarious, and I would love it. Actually,
X-Cal +2, huge sword. They got the tail in
Huge.
hand. That's gonna be pretty sick to see. And TFC Earth has been checked by Odraun.
All right, y'all win that. Yes, the fighter was a correct choice, and me dipping for just the thief would lose. A little bit of money. A little bit more money. And a shard! Yay, that's the one thing we care about. And then exit. Running low on those exit charges, wewbear, you might want to consider some housing market.
Has 7 in hand and finds mermaids with
And
a
a
Vorpal +4. Crit stick acquired and a white shirt. Jeebus.
I was gonna say, okay, no, never mind. I'm back on my thief plan. Vorpal 4 on that thief? We're in.
Yeah, good shards collected. Will wewbear do the right thing? We know wewbear doesn't always do this because, well, he has to.
Hey,
Thank
she
you.
insisted. If he had waited there for her to move, that would have been even funnier, though. I won't lie.
Carbonation of Bubbles is very much a meme in the community. Our restreamer Oslotto, a member of Bubbles Soda Company. Remember, every carbonated Bubbles improves the quality of carbonated beverages everywhere.
Say, I'm gonna have to join some teams soon. It's gonna be great.
Orderon getting the Womp of the Canal and moving on to the Rodlock.
See, the funny part is that Canal ended up in the incentive chest in Earth, despite it not being incentivized. And a little bit of experience for the efforts of going out to the incentive chests. Zoom! Off we go!
wewbear with 14 shards, if I saw that correctly, finds TFC East at, yeah.
TFC East? You mean Titans
Sorry,
Cave East?
Titans Tunnel East, TT.
I mean, if there's an Eastern TFC, I'm down. We'll make it work. wewbear lands at Marsh Top, doesn't take it. That's interesting. There are checks in Marsh Top, right?
Yeah, there's 3 that aren't the linked chest.
Yeah. Just weird that he faded it entirely. Could just be me.
Yeah, first look at Akari Isle, and we've got TFC floor and a defense sword +2. We are starting to see some pretty solid late game equipment.
I'm loving it. It's like McDonald's up in here. See, I hate this room because of this. Doesn't matter which side you go to, you get a trap tile. Makes me feel stupid. Because I'm just like, I'm gonna avoid the trap tile. Nope. Same with this one.
It's one of those. It's an option though. You have 2 different trap tiles. You're the one at the top or the one at the bottom. And ooh, something stunned that thief, but wewbear getting away.
Yep.
Also, Odraun checking there's some of these other chests that wewbear faded. He found a katana, although it did roll down.
Oh. I mean, the Vorpal rolled up. We can give it forgiveness today. Maybe Odraun's been watching too much of me. I check those hairpins all the time just because I'm so used to Winter Tournament and just needing to get everything done. Oh my god, wewbear, you're fading the incentive item here too? I mean, I know we don't need too many shards, but come on.
There's 2 shards waiting in the bottom left corner of this room with this carry fight, so sure, that'll bring him to 3 full lines.
Yeah. Oh my god, Carrie, what happened? She went to the beach for too long. It's a bad suntan.
This is why is this a rave carry? We've got the neon pink and green.
Now see, the pink is a sunburn, and clearly someone put the towel over her face, so that's why she's still pale up there.
Well, I mean, if she's at the beach, she needs to have the towel on her face, otherwise everyone else just comes stone. So she was being polite.
Yeah. We got Odraun taking on Ordeals, my favorite. The only room where you get to top multiple times. And that was my adult joke for the day. I'm out.
Odraun actually taking the Ordeals run.
Could be because of having the warp charges, where I don't think wewbear had them around last time. So being allowed to mulligan all of your pillar picks.
Speaking of wewbear, there you go with the harm dealing with carry. That's 3 full lines, needs 2+2, so another 14 shards to get into go mode there. But we have not seen either the key or the loot, which are both needed. Elflin, not really necessary. We've already well, got all the magic from Lefeinian.
See, I think the biggest difference we're going to potentially see here is that we know Odraun found those pro rings and bought them. So if their final Chaos Fight or some of their fiends have a lot of death spells, it's a very good chance that that could be a big tipping point.
Bahamut is Bahamut, just with 1 tunnel left, and then carry is the room next to it. Okay.
Oh, come on,
Or
Odraun.
Kraken,
That was a
I should
dragon
say.
sword for your... Ooh, an extra pro cape, another shard. Yeah, I think this Ordeal strip wasn't bad. No, not picking up the pro cape. What is this? Odraun. I mean, I don't know. How good is the pro cape, would you say? I like it.
I mean, it's a shield that can be used by any character. Unfortunately, unlike the Pro Ring, it doesn't provide any actual protections other than just be absorbed, but it is a shield for your casters. wewbear actually taking the fight with Bahamut, goes Thorhammer on the Thief, goes with the defense sword on the Knight, or on the Fighter, really wants to keep his primary swinger alive. Invis 2 coming out of the White Mage for across the board her evasion for the party. Swing 2 hits for 2 damage. Okay, that Fighter's Fire Sword +3 or 4 not doing anything. Evasion enough. Bahamut missing the Black Mage. More invasion coming out, more temper. Gonna go ahead and start swinging with the temper cast. That reduction in initial strength not helping the situation for wewbear, and runs away.
Also
Was
not
that
helping is not having...
accidental?
I'm gonna hope that that was accidental. Maybe he thought that it was a weight boss?
Yeah, I think, yep, he resets out to get the charges. He was hoping that was an
Yeah.
unrunnable encounter.
Yeah.
See, that's one of the nice things the randomizer does as a creature comfort thing. It makes unrunnable encounters. The run will save weight instead of run, so you know you can't get away. But, yeah.
Yeah. See, this is one of those situations where I would say if you were using the Thor hammer, you would be having a better time. Just, Thief casting with Thor hammer when it could be in the hands of a fighter doing so much damage.
I do believe before wewbear made it here, he did check Marsh, or Cardia Swamp, and that was on rack. And Odraun is actually checking TFC North.
I knew it.
Or not TFC North, Marsh North.
Everything is
Marsh
apparently TFC. It's fine. It's Shard Hunt. They're all TFC.
I know not what wrong, but hey, experience is experience. Fade coming out from the White Mage, 147. Thorhammer coming out. Swing coming out. Out of Fade charges. Goes with the last Temper charge on the Fighter. Thorhammer does 56. Invis 2, get a stack on the party. Doesn't have the Fade charges. Doesn't want to use harm. Just wants, well, evasion. Swing, that Temper stacks. Doing well. 443 damage off that Fighter. More harm coming out for damage. Thinking what to use. Gonna go with Fire 3. It's some damage. Doesn't want to try a cheeky Quad X, but it wouldn't have worked.
There
maybe.
we go.
349, and that's promotion right at level 15
That's
for
the sweet
wewbear.
spot.
So all the charges will be get at as maximum. Hey, Excal +2 and a Vorpal +4 on the 2 melee casters, plus Opal level gear, or Dragon Arm. This is just a strong kit for
I like it.
wewbear.
I like it.
Even the white shirt equipable, moves the gold bracelet down. Did he equip the dragon armor? I don't think he did.
I mean, do you need to? Who needs to, right? Ooh, and immediately into Kraken Floor after that promotion.
Makes sense. He's got the spells after housing up. Odraun, meanwhile, finding a very juicy pack for experience, but not wanting to take, especially when the sharks have poison. Gersharks, insta-killing that black mage.
Thanks. Thank life for life, too. Alright, let's see what this Kraken has in store. Oh, God. Oh, someone left him out in the sun too long. Oh, he's fast!
Petrified. Oh, Lord. White shirt ain't gonna be enough with that. Defense 2 on the white shirt coming out, and the temper. More white shirt. I'm gonna swing with the Vorpal.
Oh, it's wiffle batting.
Not enough strong to go with the Vorpal in the moment. Lit 2 coming out, so this is evidently electric octopi.
I mean,
Or
I think that's
or
just called the jellyfish.
Tyro or T-Rex on the trap tile going to the incentive chest in Carrie's floor.
I love it.
Oh, and it's thin. It got quad X by Odraun. Red D Chile is much better. Hey, Red D to back it up, and while he was getting that kill, wewbear gets the kill on Kraken. That's 4 more shards immediately acquired and a chunk of experience.
Mm-hmm. So we basically got Odraun just a little bit behind in terms of just taking all of these extra checks. Oh, and he's taking a small grind on the T-Rex. That is an interesting choice.
Sarda with the Oxyale out of Cardia planes right near Onrak, so he's going to go right back to it, which, again, Cardia. Swamp.
Mm-hmm. It's fine.
When your exploration routes you to where you were and it's very close, it works.
Yeah, it's only a little bit of a salty run back.
2,900 experience for the party off of this fight. And wow, first thing checked outside of Cardia Isles for wewbear turns out to be the ice loop.
And they should have warp charges to take advantage of this. Yep, there we go. Money, silver, and a shard! Yay, that's all we need at this point. Actually, no, they still need a loot and they still need a, what do you call it? They haven't
loot
found...
and key.
So they haven't found Astos' location. Or Astos' castle. Proper northwest in terms of in this floor shuffle.
You would mean they haven't found Toph.
Oh yeah, they haven't found that either.
Yeah, Toph. We haven't found the loot or the key. We found the Masa location, so there's a huge chunk of experience and a possibly good sword.
I don't think they go back for it at this point. With the Vorpal rolling as high as it did, I don't think they care.
Yeah, that Vorpal can go straight onto the Knight as a crit stick finisher if they don't want to stick with the X-Cal +2 on it for the final fight.
Yeah.
Main sword +4 is kind of nice to see, but a little late for its effects. And do we get anything else? Nope, just some experience, and there you go, exiting out.
Yeah, in terms of it, I think that means Princess Sarah and, like, actual Northwest Castle Astos location have to have the last 2 incentive items, right?
Not necessarily. I mean, loose incentives.
Yeah, but I mean...
Or are those in the incentive pool?
Those are in the incentive pool because all the NPCs are.
Ah, fair enough. And there it is. There is Princess. Gaia is our Northwest is our Toph.
Now, see, at this point, it's did they remember where Cardia Castle is, which ironically is Toph. Yeah, as I don't know. I'd have been counting how many looses they found, because they technically found the loose canal, they technically found the loose rod, and the loose, oh, there was another loose that they found. Yeah, they found at least 3 of the 4 looses, so I don't think that there are more looses to find. I think Astos, the guy, not the fight, and Princess Sarah are the last 2 items. in Key and Loot. Granted, they haven't found Crystal or Ruby yet, so it could be a bit of a fetch quest on it.
This weird palette swap where the imp turned into a Gur imp, and the Gur imps are like wannabe elves with the green tunics.
They're just green imps instead of gray imps.
Well, they had sleep spells, which slowed wewbear down, but he's through that encounter as Odraun makes his way into Bahamut.
Odraun, you didn't save, you fool!
Who the risk. But we did see Bahamut went down relatively fast for wewbear, all things considered, and Odraun does have higher levels than wewbear did.
It's true, he made the flags. There's no way he forgot this was on.
wewbear on his way down to Lefeinian to find out what Loompa Loompa land has been replaced with, and it is Earth. That is the fiend floor in Earth. We are going to find a speed bump and 2 more shards.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff, good stuff.
We have not found dwarfs. They've got the adamant in hand, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, no. I think they did pick it up, but according to the tracker, no. And I trust Fellison more than that. Because I've been playing like 3 seeds. I don't remember if they picked anything up because I picked it all up.
Fair enough. There you go, wewbear, getting the insta-killish on the bump of the speed variety. We are only at 42-45. That's 3 orbs lit, and a lot of map to go. Promotion acquired by Odraun, meanwhile, getting the gear shifted around.
Dude, cooking that dragon armor, as you do.
wewbear checking the first encounter, finds some steak and wings, isn't going to check any other encounters, finds that Earth 1 is our floor in Mirage Tower, doesn't check the top floors, finds Sky 2, again, a good number of chests, but pretty dispersed.
Does he not remember that he knows where Tia is?
I mean, it's
As
4 more shards he can go for now, but he still doesn't have he doesn't have the key or the loot, so fighting Tia doesn't get him anything other than those shards that he doesn't need ASAP. Yeah, it'll put him in shard go mode, but he's still searching boxes for those items, so he might just find the shards anyway. Then, hey, there's the T-Rex, he's going to take that. We know it's pretty thin from what Odraun's fought in Carius lore.
It's also extra blue today.
And it has slow for the jerk mode.
Oh, of course. Because those extra shards would have also been another milestone for experience boost as well, which is kind of what I would take it for. But yeah, I guess you were right, they don't have those 2 items.
wewbear heading down to get the princess's item. Probably after this, going to go to the Onrak continent, check what Waterfall and Onrak itself are. TNT found. That's the TNT, I believe possibly adamant. Haven't had a chance to check their inventory though.
Who needs to check their inventory? It's fine.
Yeah, we'll trust them to know.
Yeah. Dude, there's going to Lefeinian? Oh, I guess getting the spells.
Magic. Yeah, get that saber on the thief, for instance.
Lit 3, the lovely spell. And Ice 3, also a lovely spell. And Fast. The level 8 slot did matter.
Hey, I mean, Fast and Nuke are there, but the Fast is probably what's really important, especially when you have the reduced strength on the fighter.
Yeah.
More hit plus Fast makes for more swings.
It's true, he's got 10% hit bonus, which means that's basically 20% hit bonus. Odraun finding Sarda. Yeah, okay, that's where the Oxyel was. I was like, did we see wewbear come here? It's like, no, we did. We clearly did.
That turns to Onrak, which is the ice cave, which had nothing of note.
Yeah. So Odraun's still a bit behind, maybe a minute or 2, not too much. It's not unsalvageable.
wewbear is going to Tia. Gonna take the fight, get the 4 shards, and be in straight up go mode, come finding, well, the 2 turn-ins that are in dwarfs at this point.
Where
Or the
Odraun at
crystal
this...
turn in, or whatever's behind the ruby. We haven't seen what's behind the cube lock, so there's a lot to go.
Yeah, where Odraun at the same point, because of taking all those extra chests, I think has the difference in shards already. I think, once he finishes up some of these locations.
wewbear fighting... Ooh, Masa +3? I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that every time.
Yeah, I mean, just because the thief can't use it. It's fine.
Yeah,
Let
but you
me
can
let me
put that
huff
on
my
the
copium.
freaking... You can put that on the black mage. The black mage has +10 strength.
Yeah, he'll hit for a whole 20 damage. I get. Actually, you know
Warmech
what?
with Blaze takes out the black mage.
Yeah, see, look, he can't have that massa. Or
Life
we
in
give
battle
it...
is enabled, but heal 3 coming out to keep the rest of the party up rather than trying to bring up that black mage makes sense. Ice 2 coming out to chip down all that damage again. Swing cast from the white mage. I missed what the white mage had. Heal 3 yet again makes sense.
Yeah. Warmech's got a lot of spell slots, and if one of those is nuke, he's in range.
As normal with the randomizer, Bane.
Oh,
There you
Bane!
go.
The pro rings are gonna matter!
Who? Warmech's spells and abilities are shared in with the pool of the final fiends refought in Topher's Chaos. So what we don't see on Warmech is gonna be somewhere on the Topher fights.
Hey, let me dream that pro ring stops Bane. I'll someday learn what things actually get defended by pro rings and ribbons.
Now, we only have one ribbon found so far, so... Odraun done with the Cardia Isles, gonna go ahead and move on. Does he check? He's gonna go Gaia first. I don't think he's gonna try and check Ordeals. Ordeals could be something important, but we'll find out eventually.
I think at this point it kind of has to lead to dwarves, doesn't it?
No, we haven't
Oh,
seen
yeah,
the
they haven't
Onrak
seen-
continent.
I was gonna say Waterfall or Onrak, you're right.
wewbear passing up on the Masa +3 for now, wants to get the 4 shards, and then might come back. Heat coming out of the R Hydras that look like Hydras, because another fun shift into other looks.
I was gonna say that
Gonna take it though.
They're slightly more orange. They're bringing the heat.
I mean, it's thematically appropriate for Red Hydras to use heat, and that is a lot of damage coming out of the Vorpal on that thief, or on that ninja. Fade comes out to finish up the last Hydra. Odraun taking that first encounter in the desert to get some more experience. Level 20 on his 20 and 19 on his party, it looks like. And Tia is basically the same color palette as Carrie was, I think.
He is looking like he just came out of a slight stint in Okami, playing the role of Orochi. She wants it on her acting credits. Left the makeup on, she didn't have time to set up again.
As Tia gets slashed away, 7 hits for 270, Temper coming out post-hit, Ink coming out, and that's Dark on the fighter. That's not going to help with anything. Harm 4 coming out for some damage from the White Mage. Switching to Tempering, the Katana, or the Vorpal wielding Ninja. Still got 4 hits for 400 damage coming out of that Knight. That is good damage. 155 out of there with the Harm. Thunder coming out, bringing that Ninja down low and the Black Mage down to the floor, but that gets the kill on Tia. That is Shard Go mode in level 19 for everything but the dead Black Mage for
Black mages
wewbear.
aren't allowed to have nice things.
Life 2 brings it back up, House brings the party back up, and wait a second, there's 1 shard left, so wewbear not in Go mode just yet, very close to Shard Go mode. Moves the ribbon to the Knight, really wants to keep it alive for the refight against Warmech. I approve.
I was gonna say, Odraun only appears to need 2 or 3 more shards, so...
And Odraun does know where Tia is, just like wewbear does. He had that whole time he used to find what was at the bottom of Marsh in the first place, which put him behind on the initial exploration.
The dragon was not equipped? Is it still not equipped? Odraun giving up on Lich Floor, probably because again knows where Tia is and does not need those extra shards the way that wewbear did. It's just kind of a
Wait,
needless
that was a
fight.
-3, not a +3. I misread that. I can
Ah,
see him not taking that fight again.
yeah, that would make sense.
And on Rat Continent it is. So the only other places other than this we have not seen would be Ordeals. So if Ordeals turns out to be progression,
Gonna say blue D's here. It's a lovely time. Oop. Into the junk floor of the left, which is the first one you get into, if I remember correctly. That then leads to the 2s and 3s. Looking at the actual maps for C, it's crazy.
and there's Waterfall at Unrack. So still on the same continent at least. Odraun for once diving into a location before, and hey, this is yep, it's proc gen Waterfall, so this is a
Yay!
little different.
Peak waterfall.
Up and to the left, doing things for Odraun and finding it. Up and to the left, default function in this game. When in doubt, up and to the left.
Ooh. A worm tile. That's a squirmy boy.
Worms taken by Odraun. Meanwhile, some mud gulls, and hey,
There's
the
the
robot
loot.
has the loot.
Which means just key needed.
Instrumentalist robot.
Ah,
I think the robot
his music
was
has no
thrown.
soul.
So the robot was thrown from the Sky Palace and landed in the waterfall. Did Tia just get pissed off at all the music he was playing and throw him off the bridge?
Turns out he was out of key. He's AI generated music that has no idea what the concept of a rhythm is.
I
I'm a
was a
crush on
Disney
AI
Channel
art.
kid, and I remember they made a movie about it. Hey, dwarves have been found.
Hey.
A movie about a kid who makes an AI who tries to make music. It did not go well. And there's the cube to get past the cube lock in Matoya.
Hey, we take those.
At this point, Matoya is either behind that cube block or in Ordeals. Oh, we do not have the TNT. for
Why are
Odraun.
you? Oh wait, you don't have a key. Where was the TNT that Odraun did not pick up? Uh-oh. That's gonna be a problem.
That is the princess. Oh, he did not revisit Canaria Castle in Toph.
Oh no, he pulled a me. He's too much of my fan.
Well, wewbear is gonna be able to get the item behind that turn-in, as Odraun has to backtrack. Now, does Odraun remember where Toph is to get that princess turn-in? Or is he gonna go to the only other place left to go, which is Ordeals? Or does he go to the Q block while he's getting the princess? Because it's actually a quick ship or airboat ride from Toph to Matoya's Gate.
Man, if only they had the airboat.
Nah, true. Sky ship.
I just
airboat-
realized he held B to make the airship move slower to help with the parking. I could have been doing that the whole time.
Yes, slow boat move does work with Skyboat.
How am I at the position that I am not knowing half of this?
Because creature comforts that didn't exist in the original game aren't expected to be understood.
That's fair.
just
I
happy
didn't
when
even
you
know how
find
to
them.
open a map on my first time.
That's because you didn't talk to the brooms in Matoya's Cave. They literally tell you what to do. They're very helpful. And there's the key.
Oops.
That is go mode minus the 1 shard for wewbear, and he could get that shard right here.
Mm-hmm. Let's see it. A ribbon. Ooh, we take those.
Second ribbon found. Protection for the white mage.
Does the ribbon at least protect against Bane?
No shard though.
No shard. But hey, plenty of places that you can go and look.
Odraun about to get the key, about to get hopefully that ribbon for extra protection as wewbear leaves. Cube locked check, and then Ordeals, basically all that's left. For wewbear's sake, I'm hoping it is the cube lock.
Odraun going straight, but did he go to normal. Oh, okay, no, he went to the. He's going for the key locks for the extra shard. I'm like, did he forget that Toph isn't real Toph?
That would actually have been hilarious for the case, but this could very well just be the very quick. Hey, there it is. Exits out. Nope, good. Check the boxes and finds a pro ring. Doesn't take it.
Yeah, I mean, I would take a pro ring, but then again, I'm a coward, so.
Well, he's taking it because, well, he's a good player. And it is a good play, especially since it's +2 for extra absorb. Exits out, is in go mode, and in relatively close proximity.
Odraun, you're missing shards.
To check the cube lock.
Odraun, you made these flags, how? Odraun, like, yes, I got loot and key, I'm fine. Nope, you still need 4 shards, sir. 4 shards.
Going to carry... Well, going to Loompa Loompa Land to get the magic. And then probably going to go ahead and take on Tia for the final shards, as wewbear is on to Topher and finds Tia's floor, because we have shuffled Topher floors.
Yay! Well, there's that's a sleepy punch. Tia taking lessons from Mike Tyson, apparently. $18 damage and X-Gal for 130. Well, now I'm just disappointed. Come on, it's an X-Gal +2. White shirting up, playing it safe.
Going for the swing, wait.
No, not the ninja. We liked the ninja. And there's the extra hits.
The crit stick wielding character went down, put some levels or some experience on the other parties, and is this just going to be backwards? Because now we've got C, and we've also got the mid-toe floors, so the fiend shortcuts are enabled to get through to these floors faster.
As Lodo had to tell me about the shortcuts, I didn't know anything about mid-toe.
It is one of the more recent flags that was just introduced, I believe, for the winter tournament this year.
No, it wasn't in winter tournament flags. That was still long toe.
Oh.
Yeah. I should know, because I had to walk through a lot of long toe.
I blacked out most of that.
The flags made a lot of people black out.
Well, like the ninja for wewbear against Kraken, weirdly the white mage hasn't been hit yet.
I mean, when you've got glorious hair like that, and besides, it's Kraken, and the white mage's name is C, so what would Kraken like more if not the C's? That was my bad joke for the day.
There's some weird Final Fantasy reasonable logic there. I mean, we are stuck in time loop craziness, parody, paradox, where characters get brought back to life when you run out and come back in.
Yeah. If anyone ever asks you to make sense of Final Fantasy logic, just note, okay, now he took down the C's. He got tired. Which means no life going in. We gotta man mode this with a black belt and a fighter, and it looks like it was
no carry floor.
Yeah, because I think it was random 2 then on the mid-toe.
Well, at least it was the two hardest of them to fight. And reasonable level situation. Going with the Vorpal on the fighter does not have
the value of picking up life 2 for that night. Alright, Christmas chaos. It's July. Get out of here.
The angry red works. Temper coming out from the ninja. Fight coming out, or fast coming out from the black mage. White shirt being used by the white mage as well, or black mage coming out with fast. White mage coming with the white shirt. Temper coming out from the black mage. Now the fastest cast defense to stack it up, and that's good because chaos immediately went for the knight. More temper, swing, white shirt, temper. This is swing, swing, swing away with the Vorpal. Fighter coming out, or the knight coming with, the ninja coming with the fight. Ninja coming with the fire sword, swings, doesn't do much damage. Vorpal does 580 something damage there on 6 hits. The White Mage coming in with the Fade. Only one cast of it, but that's good damage potential. Doesn't have another fast cast for the Ninja. Gonna go with Fire 3. Swing with the Vorpal. Nuke comes out, takes the Ninja out, takes the White Mage and the Black Mage down. This is a man mode. Life in battle is enabled, not life 2. Heal 3 to get some life back on his party. He does not have enough pots, or pots are less effective than heal 3 in this case, so he's gonna use the spell charges.
Yeah. He just needs out of that nuke range. A little over 300. 950 damage! Big numbers. Putting up those LeBron numbers. Ooh, nuclear. Drink up.
Out of heal charges, going with the pot strats. Did survive another nuclear hit, as you saw. Gonna go for more pots. Really wants to be there, that 400. Gets to 400 exact, goes for the swing. If a 400 exact came in, that would be amazing, but nope. With a race time.gg time of 1 hour, 1 minute, 51 seconds. That is a GG in chat for wewbear, our winner on stream, and still defending Lefeinian ladder champion.
Oh, am I gonna have to fight him in a few days if I somehow get there? Is it like raising rite of passage? I have to try. Do I have to? Don't make me. He's so good.
Well, as Odraun makes his way through carry, we are gonna bring wewbear into the booth and welcome GG's wewbear.
Bienvenue, monsieur. Okay, my French sucks today.
Hello. Thank you, GG's.
Yeah, so Christmas chaos.
Yeah, fabulous. Looking good.
In July. Okay, it's not July yet, but like the summer.
Yeah, just a big fan of Christmas, I guess, right?
I mean, he could also be Australian. I think it's December there right now.
True. He's also in a time loop too, right? So like, it's a whole thing.
Oh my god, was that the secret the whole time? Is he's just going back in time to make it Christmas forever?
Where's Goku? We need the defender of Christmas.
Yeah. So, Warmech Bane, how did that make you feel?
Not great. I also misread. I thought it was a +3 Mazza, so I'm like, oh yeah, I want that. So I went for a second.
Oh, so
try.
did Thavian.
Oh, okay. I don't feel so bad then.
Yeah, no, that wasn't just you. It was like, oh man, it's a +3. It's good. And I'm like, nah, the Vorpal's still better. It's fine. I'm just huffing the Copian, and it's, oh, it was -3. I'm like, huh. And
yeah.
Validated.
I saw that and I was like, oh, I just wasted minutes.
Yeah.
Oops.
Not for anything. Odraun was pretty close on your tail basically the entire race. I mean, you can look at him now fighting Lich.
Yeah,
it's Lich 2,
going
I
left
swear.
towards the play.
So the one item that was just like, wait, where's what, when, why? Why are we out of the inner sea yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Odraun was saying that he also had the same issue. I don't feel so bad again.
He checked far fewer things. I think he caught on a little bit faster. It also seemed like there was a lot of chest opening, despite I think I had sussed it out. You'd already found all 4 of the loose ones.
Yeah. I guess technically there's 5, but like I still needed shards, right? So I was trying to do any of the more dense, but sometimes if you're walking by a chest and it's like, may as well open it. But
yeah, Odraun pulled a lot of the hairpins and such, which did have shards in them, which made a good difference there. And I was like, oh, he can make it.
Yeah, of course I do. I'll never loot those if I don't have to.
Yeah, that's why you're gonna beat me. To be Grace.
Until it has like Mazamune, or I guess not in this flagship. You know, something good in there. It's like
watch it have a loot. It'll be great.
That happened to me one time.
It did have a katana.
-2.
Oh, katana's pretty. Oh,
yeah. It was a disappointing katana. Vorpal wins this round, despite my mild distaste of it after it betrayed me that one time.
Yeah, it's just Vorpal's horrible until you put like a few tempers in it, and it just trucks everything. And very happy I had those tempers.
Yeah, at that one derby race, the one that I did not finish was because I grabbed the Vorpal. It was like -1, and it just could not do the job. And I'm like, oh, come on, please. I 3-manned, I did everything right, and the Vorpal was just low-rolled, and then my controller broke, and that was a fun time. Yeah, I really wish I had finished the derby.
The Vorpal on that too.
Yeah, it was very sad. I cried a little bit.
I'm sorry.
Ooh, and there's that
there's a nuke. Yeah. I get worried after that.
Off. Oh no.
Has the X-Cal equipped, so not doing as much crit potential damage, but that's still a pretty damn
Hey.
strong warrior without the plus 20 strength.
There you
and,
go.
There you go.
He's
Easy every
strong
time.
without 20 strength. It's fine. And
We're
there's my
joined in the
boy
booth.
Odraun. How you doing? Mic shuffling.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Well, that was
GG's, my
fun.
friend.
GG's.
Gonna say total difference of it looks like about 4 minutes and 17 seconds.
Math on stream. Brave man.
Well, I mean, I'm not a man. I'm a woman. That's how I get away with it.
I stand corrected.
Yeah. Happy Pride, everybody.
Happy Pride.
So, all right, Odraun, the major difference between you and wewbear was taking a lot of the hairpins, which I agree with, but I want to hear your reasoning on it.
I mean, I was in the area and I figured if it was a couple easy shards, it's better than having to go back or look for other dense areas.
See, that's what I'm saying. Especially when you got warp and exit charges. Like, come on.
Nah, they're stinky. Although I do think there is I don't know if it's a flag or whatever, but I think like anything behind a trap tile is better loot or something like that, right? That's how it was in Winter Tournament. I don't know if that's how it is on this flag set or not. But
I
It
don't
was
think
like
I
that in
turned
Winter
that
Tournament?
okay, so it is a flag. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was a flag or not, honestly.
Yeah, I think I've got it
The
set up
better
for the
trap
AP
treasure
settings
flag.
this month.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
'cause
I've got that.
Winter Tournament, I would do those a lot just because of that, and same with like Topher, the ones behind the monster tiles. I would
See,
check
we're,
those.
we're learning from the Winter Tournament champion. Everyone take notes, write it all down.
Oh, that's not me.
Wait,
I didn't win that.
What did you win? You won something.
I won Duckling
recently.
a couple years back.
Not Duckling, you...
I was number 1 seed in the Winter Tournament, but I lost horribly in my first race in the brackets, and then I won a few more. But yeah, I did not win that.
There we go, okay, that's the thing I remember you being the top from then.
Yeah.
You're terrifying, and this is your, the second or third time someone's challenged you for this spot, and you just shut them down.
I'm nice. I'm nice people.
Yeah.
Friendly.
They're going for the dunk. It's gonna be great, and you're just like, no.
Oh, look. Within 5 minutes, I'll take that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it
will
was really
100%
close.
take that. That was beautiful, Odraun. I am applauding you from my position here that I somehow got in gold with you. I have several questions. Most of them are to do with how lucky I am, but just in terms of watching everyone else here, I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not winning anything else here. Everyone else here is amazing, and I don't know. Do I belong here? I don't know.
Well, you have your Duckling sprite challenge coming up, which I was very excited to see.
Yeah,
it was a really good idea.
I want it more than anything else in the world.
I don't care about the points. I don't care about anything else. I just want that sprite.
I want the duck. Give me the duck.
Which is something I learned the other day. Is like you don't even have to play Final Fantasy 1 for these challenges, which is wild and cool. I really like that idea.
Oh wait, hold on. I could have challenged Darkmoon to LADX this entire time and just dominated.
Yeah, well, I guess Darkman would have to accept.
Yeah.
It's still,
All right.
can't force it, but
So I'm hearing if anyone ever challenges me for my spot for LADX, I don't care what the settings are. I'm gonna take it.
apparently you'd beat me because I have not touched that game.
I challenge any Lefeinian ladder person to under me. They could be a copper. If they challenge me to LADX, I will take that challenge immediately.
How about rock paper scissors? It's the best I can do.
All right. We'll play rock paper scissors. All right.
Best
I'm
of
gonna
5.
Best of 5, yeah, of course.
Best of 5. The trick is I just always pick paper. But then, was that a bluff? You'll never know.
Well, back to Final Fantasy Randomizer. Why don't we go ahead and shuffle on to final thoughts? wewbear.
Yeah, I hated this flag set. It wasn't that bad. It was me playing poorly that I didn't like, forgetting shop. Anyways, I appreciate everyone, and I love everyone. Happy Pride, and also thank you for doing the talkies and the restream and all that. And yeah, looking forward to playing the next one.
And how about you, Odraun?
Just want to say thanks to all you guys for putting together the restream and the clicking and the talking and everyone who watched. And I guess I'll have to figure out crazier flags that will throw people off even more now.
It could be worse. You could be running the Maddie flags as they're being referred to now. I don't recommend anyone run them.
You can always go against the trend and do something fun and not wild.
Challenge them to Dr. Mario first to 10,000 points.
Oh, I haven't played that game in a long time.
Neither have I. Actually, I think I only ever played it on like the NES challenge thing. Anyway, though, more final thoughts. Fabian, I've said too much.
Well, GG's to the runners. wewbear, as ever, even in a loose moment of like, where is the thing? You did end up getting there reasonably quick.
Yeah.
As for Odraun, dude, outside of like one quick long dive to re-find out what's at the bottom of that marsh, you were right behind wewbear, so definitely in it. Very well played.
Yeah. wewbear peaked TN and you didn't get there, and I was just like, no, it's so close, but I don't blame you. You actually did the exact thing I would have done, which was exit with all those items to make sure you save.
Yeah, without that white mage, I was like, I don't have exit. Let me make sure I get out of here.
Yeah, you did exactly what I thought. Like, that would have been exactly what I did, so I can't even fault that play. It was exactly what I would do, and then just seeing what wewbear, so it's like, oh, that's going to be painful. Please tell me he just, like, fades the rest of it until later. But, it does happen. It does happen.
Maddie, final words.
I mean, I guess my final words are thank you everyone for coming out, as our runners have both said. Make sure you check out the Final Fantasy Randomizer community, both the Discord and whatnot. We do have the Summer Marathon coming up in 6 days now, and I have something on literally every day, so I'm just working the whole weekend apparently. Look forward to that. It's going to be a wonderful time, supporting a wonderful charity. I don't know how much we're allowed to talk about in an RPG Limit Break, so I'm going to end that there. No more shilling.
Well, if you enjoyed what you were seeing today, feel free to check out our Discord. We have the links in the chat as well as the randomizer itself. All you need is that link to the randomizer and the NES ROM itself, and you can do everything that you've seen on stream and so much more. Hop on the Discord. We've got plenty of assets, a great community you can chat with, hop into some quick matches, learn from the community in the Duckling program, or just, well, chat, because we play a lot of games and work with a lot of communities. I mean, you've heard a lot about LADR on here, so plenty of Zelda fans. With that, thank
Ben
you,
isn't
RPG.
gonna break your legs for saying the name wrong. It's fine. You can go home tonight.
Look, I've been calling everything Toph this entire time, or
You
TFC
have.
this entire time.
Yeah,
so.
everything was either TFC or Toph, so...
With that, thank you, RPG Limit Break, once again, for hosting our race. Thank you to my co-coms, Maddie, for handling the chatting with me and my constant stumbling, Fellison for handling our tracking notes, and Oslato for handling our restreaming. For wewbear, for Orderon, our racers, all of you have a great night.